England's lineup when Bend It Like Beckham was released 20 years ago today. It's one of the most iconic sporting moments of all time. Everyone remembers where they were when Jess Bamber scored that free kick for Hounslow Harriers in 2002 hit Bend It Like Beckham. Crazy though it may seem, it's 20 years to the day since Jess stuck it in top bins for the Harriers to win their huge championship match and book her place at Santa Clara University in California. Meanwhile, in the real world, Sven-Göran Eriksson's England were just days away from a 4-0 friendly win over Paraguay in the run-up to the 2002 World Cup. On the anniversary of the film's release, Daily Star Sport is taking a look back, where the startings from that friendly win are today, beginning with old safe hands himself, David Seaman. Legendary Arsenal goalkeepers David Seaman was the only member of the startings to play the full 90 minutes against Paraguay. Sven famously loved his substitutions, after all. The two-time Premier League winner tied up his ponytail for the final time on a football pitch in January 2004 during a final career swansong at Manchester City. These days, Seaman, 58, presents his own podcast and works informally as a coach with his beloved Gunners. According to his bio on talent website Game Plan Solutions, the 75-cap England international also enjoys ice skating, shooting and other country pursuits. Is Bend It Like Beckham your favorite football film? Let us know in the comments section. Like Seaman, Arsenal colleague Martin Keown didn't last much longer in an England shirt after his appearance against Paraguay in 2002. The tough-tackling defender went to the World Cup as a non-playing member of the squad and subsequently retired from international football the day after the defeat to Brazil. Since retiring from the beautiful game following a short spell at Reading in 2005, Keown, who is now 55, has gone on to forge a successful career in punditry for the likes of BBC and BT Sport. Wayne Bridge was still playing for Southampton when Sven gave him the leg up for England in 2002. His 68-minute cameo against Paraguay was only his third appearance for the Three Lions, but he impressed and made it to the World Cup. Bridge hung up his boots for the final time in 2014, also during a spell at Reading. He married gorgeous fiancée Frankie Bridge in July 2014 and has since appeared on a variety of reality TV programs, including I'm a Celeb and SAS, Who Dares Wins. Unlike others on this list, Bridge has not actively pursued a career in coaching or TV punditry, although he has appeared several times on Sky Sports over the years. If you're not sure what Gareth Southgate is doing these days, chances are you've been locked into a room with a bottle of whiskey watching reruns of Bend It Like Beckham for the last 6 years. In the unlikely event the above scenario applies to you, Southgate was appointed England manager in November 2016 and is now considered the country's most successful boss of the modern era. The Westcott King led the Three Lions to the semi-finals of the World Cup in 2018 and the final of Euro 2020, narrowly losing out to Italy in a penalty shootout. Up next, the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. If you're not sure what Gary Neville is doing these days, chances are you've also been locked in that room with a bottle of whiskey watching reruns of Bend It Like Beckham for the last 6 years. Again, we know. After making the last of his 602 appearances for Manchester United in 2011, Neville swapped the football pitch for the microphone with Sky Sports. The 47-year-old has established himself as one of the modern voices of football and fronts Sky's Monday Night Football program alongside Dave Jones and Jamie Carragher. Wonder what he would make of the defending for Jess Minder's free kick? Former Newcastle, West Ham and Ipswich Town Kieran Dyer quit his job as the latter's U23's manager last month. Although the 43-year-old did not leave for health reasons, he is currently on the waiting list for a liver transplant. I am now officially on the liver donor list, he revealed on the Renegade Statman podcast. Sadly, someone will have to lose their life for me to get one. I went on the list on January 4th, and they said I could be looking at 3 to 6 months. It's just a waiting game. It will be a 10-hour operation when the time comes. When I first got the news it shattered my whole world. I won't lie, the word transplant scared the st out of me. I was thinking this is the end of my life. I was always going to take a sabbatical at some stage to recuperate and recover, but health is not the reason I have left the football club, he said. Paul Scholes has tried his hand and mouth at all manner of things since retiring from Manchester United for the second time in 2013. Scholes, who played his final game for England in 2004, tried his hand at management with Oldham in 2019 and his mouth when he bit his daughter's toes in a bizarre viral video in October 2021. Neither pursuit went particularly well. He is probably better known as a pundit on BT Sport and as co-owner of League Two side Salford City, a position he shares with class of '92 teammates David Beckham, Nicky Butt, plus the Neville brothers. Perhaps the most understated member of the class of '92, Nicky Butt made 39 appearances for England, played 270 games for United, and turned out 134 times for Newcastle before quitting the game in 2011. A year later, Butt returned to Old Trafford to coach the club's reserve team. He has held various roles at the Red Devils over the last 9 years, including head of the academy. But his association with the Red Devils came to an end for the second time in March last year when it was announced he was to leave the club. Butt has so far not returned to coaching and in December confirmed his investment in a gaming and blockchain company. Liverpool legend Steven Gerrard is the most recently retired of the starting's eye against Paraguay, having only stopped playing following a spell at La Galaxy in 2016. The 41-year-old former Three Lions captain has been busy since, first managing Liverpool's U18s and U19s before taking the top job at Rangers, where he delivered a first Scottish Premiership title in a decade last season. Gerrard returned to the Premier League as Aston Villa boss in November 2021, replacing Dean Smith. Despite a promising start to his time in the dugout, Villa's form has tailed off of late, leaving Gerrard looking forward to next season. Michael Owen scored the opening goal in the 4-0 win over Paraguay, one of over 250 he netted in a successful 17-year career that took in spells at Liverpool, Real Madrid, Manchester United and Newcastle United. Now a pundit with BT Sport, Owen also has an interest in horse racing, where he is a prolific owner and breeder. More recently, he appeared as Donuts in the latest series of ITV show The Masked Singer. The less said about that, the better. Last but by no means least, we come to Darius Vassell. The former Leicester City and Aston Villa man scored the third goal of the evening against Paraguay before being replaced by Teddy Sheringham. After a brief spell out of the game following his retirement, Vassell joined Wolves as an academy coach in 2015, a position he has now held for almost 6 years. Some of the players who were 13 when I first came to Wolves are now 16, 17 and 18. Playing for the U23s and stuff like that, he told Sky Sports last year. They have grown, matured. It is exciting to watch them develop. Where is their journey going to go? How far will they get? If they achieve half as much as Vassell did in his 14-year career, they won't have done bad at all.